the strength of your voice, what you're bringing to the table, people pay attention to. Hi, I'm Sarah Hutchison. I'm OPA's new CEO. As a physiotherapist, I think your treatment role, your impact on each and every individual really changes the trajectory of not only their experience in their own recovery, but I think even patients' belief in the healthcare system overall. And I can relate that to my own personal journey and being there beside my mom. She had a very complex medical journey, and the one profession, the one and only profession that has given my mom hope about a return to function, a return to a better life, a return to mobility, has been physiotherapy. And they took the time, spent the time. It was the most amazing kind of clinical experience I've had, certainly on my mother's care journey. It was really heartwarming. And I think that is physiotherapy. I think that is what you do for patients. And I think we need to celebrate that more, because it really makes a difference in how the whole health system is perceived by Ontarians. There are lots of great challenges ahead of us. You know, I'm really excited to build on the foundation in terms of fees and market fees, and being able to go to the profession, to go to you, and help physiotherapists actually negotiate better rates, advocate for themselves in terms of fair and equitable compensation. We've made some progress in terms of engaging with the ministry and community about increases to fees. There's a lot more work to be done in that space. The WSIB and the insurance industry, auto insurance reform is a priority. Reducing barriers, reducing red tape, making systems work better for practicing professionals, for physios running clinics. How do I help you? How do we help you run a better business? Make it easier to interact with insurance companies, make the billing processes easier, reduce some of that stress and anxiety that goes around some of the billing and audit issues. You know, we have to ring the bell on this. You know, it is really clear to us in our market research that physiotherapists' fees have not kept pace with inflation. That's just not fair and right, and we need to be advocating for those increases and changes so that physios keep pace within other changes that are happening in the public system, so that there is fair and equitable compensation across the board that respects the incredibly important contribution that physiotherapists make in Ontario. You need to know what your association is doing on your behalf. If you know that we're writing to the Minister of Health, if you know that we're writing to the Premier, and that we're engaging in a variety of structures and with our stakeholders about important messages or issues that you're passionate about, I think it's easier for you to see yourself in that work and you to carry that work forward as well. We need to provide transparency and tell you and engage with you and get your feedback, so that when there is a course correction or an amplification, or we need to shout louder on a particular issue, that we're able to do that, because we have immediate feedback from our members that we're on the right path and they want more of what we're offering. Enabling full scope of practice for physiotherapists is the beginning of the journey. We are pushing hard to make that advance, and it remains a priority of the board, of the profession. It is every conversation that we engage with. It's a frustration for individual members that this just hasn't moved, and it is moving. My belief is it's moving because there's a lot of energy in this conversation across the profession, across the province, across the nation. And yeah, it hasn't gone as quickly for many as we would like, but I feel that momentum is building, it's changing. You know, we're having conversations with the college about what implementation would look like. They're conversations that have been had before, but I feel like there's a readiness and a preparation to advance. And you know, that's really exciting. And then think about what's next, right? So what happens when you get full scope? What is the next challenge? What is the next area for the profession in terms of development? Is that about making that process better? Is that about specialized education? Is it about the conversations that wrap around in advanced practice and advanced practice designations? So we're really focused on, okay, let's get scope done because it's been hanging around and it's really time. And we're seeing other jurisdictions in Canada where progress is being made. So I feel like, again, really positive energy. I think there's a lot of work to do as the ministry thinks about some of its surgical center orientation. Where does physiotherapy fit within the bundle care model? How are physios going to be compensated in that model? Because we know physiotherapists are absolutely critical to the success of surgical centers. And so we just need to make sure that those interests are considered from start to end in terms of supporting and enabling the patient journey. And so we really need to be mindful of all of those changes and be out front of them and be raising the issues that matter to you, the practicing professional. We are your member association. We're here for you, about the things that matter to you in your practice life. Whatever stage you might be at, whether you're a new grad or you're transitioning at the end of your practice life, no matter where you practice in the province, in what area that we practice in the province, again, we see that your issues, your priorities are ours. We want you to be a part of this association. Great associations are built on great membership engagement and a great and robust member base, and that's what you have to do. You have to be a part of the association so that we can do our job in making sure that your interests are addressed across your practice career. I am here in service of you, of your priorities, of your issues, of the things that matter to the profession. So we need you. I need you. I need to hear what you think should be the focus of the association's work. You do that by contributing your opinion, by giving us feedback on policy, engaging with us in that prioritization process, telling us when we've got it right, sharing that with other members, telling us when we haven't got it perfectly right, but we're on the right path. That's what great professional associations do. They're listening posts. They understand the wants and needs of their members, and I can't do that if I don't hear from you, if you're not engaged with the association. How can we be our best advocates without you? So that's why you need to be a member of the OPA.